Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are checking out this channel for the very first time and you're interested in becoming a model, you definitely want to subscribe because I make awesome content on a weekly basis that you guys are going to enjoy. So story time, I want to tell you guys why I got dropped by one of my modeling agencies, and hopefully you guys can learn from the mistake that I made, the miscommunication that led to me getting dropped, and you guys can avoid some of those things as well. I'm currently represented and signed to a different modeling agency now. But this is a modeling agency that I was working with in the past that ended up dropping me. I want to tell you guys what happened. All right, guys, so long story short, so when I first moved to Los Angeles, this was one of the first modeling agencies that I applied to, and they responded to me. They were a commercial print modeling agency, and also they sent me out on commercial auditions as an actor as well. And that was one of my appeal to this agency, was that they were able to send me for castings for films, television, and TV commercials, and also send me for modeling auditions as well. And this was great because I actually did some work with this agency. I booked a couple of gigs here and there, and things were going well. However, I've talked a lot about having a flexible schedule as a model. And when I first came to LA, of course, I needed to keep up with my day job, right? My day job was consuming most of my life. I was doing a lot of driving and having to sit in traffic for hours just to get to work, and sit in traffic for hours to get back from work was very daunting, right? So I didn't really have the flexibility as I would like to leave work, attend the casting, grunt on audition, go to a go-see, and then go back to work and pretend like, hey, nothing happened. And because my job was such in a remote location, it was far away from the city. So if I had to go to an audition or go to a casting, there was no way for me to to do that during my lunch break, right? Because just to leave my job, go to the casting during lunch break, and then come back to work, that's already 2 hours gone, right? So of course I had to use my vacation time. I used up all of my vacation time to make castings, to make bookings, etc. And my agents at the time, she started to notice that, hey, Francis isn't as available as we would like, right? And here's the thing, some agencies are willing to work around your schedule. Some agencies are understanding if you communicate like, hey, I have this job, or I'm in school, and attending all of these castings and go-sees regularly is not going to be a priority. My priority is really in school and my job right now. Some agents are understanding to this, but however, some other agents are not at all. They want you to almost fear them, right? So it's like they almost kind of use like an intimidation tactics, like, hey, if you don't make this casting, your career is done. You're not going to make it. Or if you don't make this casting, if you don't make this job, we're going to drop you. So they want you to feel intimidated and feel like you have no choice but to make it. And a lot of times, like I said, the jobs kind of come sporadically. Being in this industry is all about an opportunity. If you're not available for that opportunity, you missed it. Someone else is going to take that opportunity from you. Long story short, a friend of mine was getting married, and I was one of the groomsmen for this wedding. I put in my bookouts dates with the agency long before the wedding dates. However, coming close to that wedding dates, the agency let me know, hey Francis, this client loves you and they booked you for this job on this date. And guess what? It was the day of the wedding, and there was no way I was gonna miss the wedding. That would not have been cool to miss a big day, such an important day of one of my good friends. So I told the agent like, hey, look, I would love to do it, but I did put in my bookouts days that I was unavailable, so I shouldn't have been considered for this job at all. And then she sent me a very hostile text message. And the reason I say it's hostile is because she put them in all caps, right? Almost like she was yelling. So she says, Francis, I cannot have you cancel this booking. This is one of our top clients, and a lot of models would love to get this opportunity. If you cancel this booking, I don't know if we can keep you on our board. So she did send that, and even after I communicated with her that, hey, I'm going to be out on these dates before the booking, there was no way I was going to miss my friend's wedding, because again, yes, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. A lot of models would love to get booked for something like this, but also getting married was also a once in a lifetime thing, right? And if I wasn't there for my friend to attend the wedding, I don't know how that would have impacted our relationship moving forward. So I did decide to attend the wedding and miss out on the booking. I apologized. Of course, she was extremely disappointed, but she did not drop me then. But after that, I felt that there was a lot of tension between the two of us in the way we communicated, which ultimately led to this agent dropping me. All right, so fast forward a couple of months later. So what happened with this agency is that they actually had new bookers come into the agents to work for the agent, and they were requiring that all of the models schedule some time to come into the office and meet this new, the new bookers and the new agents, and to reintroduce themselves or whatever, right? And at the time, my job was extremely hectic, and I honestly did not prioritize scheduling an appointment to go into the agency to meet the new bookers. And I was so focused on one, getting settled in Los Angeles because I had just moved to LA at the time, and two, performing well at my job so that I can make a living, right? So because of that, the agent was frustrated with me and sent me this email. Francis, I'm writing to inform you that your contract is expired. There is an entirely new staff here, which I don't believe you've had the time to meet. We are not interested in renewing your contract. I will archive you on our end and release you from our LA casting roster. Please confirm you received this email. Thank you and have a nice weekend. So essentially what they were saying was that, Francis, you've been dropped. We don't want to work with you anymore, and we're releasing you. So I then responded, thanks for letting me know, and thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to work. And that was all I said. So basically, this is why I got dropped by this particular agency, was that one, I missed out on a booking because I had to attend a wedding. And secondly, I just didn't prioritize modeling at the time because I had so many things going on in my life and I had to focus on work. And they sensed that and they said, hey, you're not willing to work. You're not willing to take the time to come meet with us, so we're dropping you. So I hope you guys can draw something from this experience that I had. Again, this is in the past and I'm currently represented by a different agency. If you guys have any questions about this story, drop them in the comment box. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you guys like this video, hit me with a thumbs up. Don't forget to sub. I'll see you guys in the next one.